Blackstone and Skyboat Media present The Praxis Triad, Investments, The Stickpin, and Impersonations by Walter John Williams. This book is read by Stefan Rudnicki. Investments. The car sped south in the subtropical twilight. The Rio Hondo was on Lieutenant Severin's right, a silver presence that wound in and out of his perceptions. As long as he stayed on the highway, the rental car, which knew Laredo better than he did, implemented its own navigation and steering, and Severin had nothing to do but relax, to gaze through the windows at the thick, vine-wrapped trunks of the cavella trees, the brilliant plumage of tropical birds, and the occasional sight of a hovercraft on the river. Fans a deep bass rumble as it carried cargo south to the port at Punta Piedra. Overhead, stars began to glow on either side of the great glittering arc of Laredo's accelerator ring. The silver river turned scarlet in the light of the setting sun. The vehicle issued a series of warning tones, and Severin took the controls as the car left the highway. Severin drove through an underpass, then up a long, straight alley flanked by live oaks. Twisted black limbs sprawled like the legs of fantastic beasts. Overhead arced a series of formal gateways, all elaborate wrought iron, covered with scroll work, spikes, and heraldic emblems, and each with a teardrop-shaped light that dangled from the center of the arch and cast pale glow on the path. Beyond was a large house, 2 stories wrapped with verandas, painted a kind of orange rust color with white trim. It was covered with lights. People strolled along the verandas and on the expansive lawns. They were dressed formally, and Severin began to hope that his uniform was sufficiently well-tailored so as not to mark him out. Practically all the other guests, Severin assumed, were peers, the class that the conquering Shah had imposed on humanity and other defeated species. It was a class into which Severin had not been born, but rather one to which he'd nearly been annexed. At the start of the Naxid Rebellion, Severin had been a warrant officer in the Exploration Service, normally the highest rank to which a commoner might aspire. As a result of service in the war, he'd received a field promotion to lieutenant, and suddenly found himself amid a class that had been as remote from him as the stars that glimmered above Laredo's ring. He parked in front of the house and stepped from the car as the door rolled up into the roof. Tobacco smoke mingled uneasily in the air with tropical perfume. A pair of servants, one Terran, one Tormanel, trotted from the house to join him. The Tormanel wore huge darkened glasses over her nocturnal-adapted eyes.
"You are Lieutenant Sef—"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?